Hello, this is Dan.
And Phil.
Oh, yeah,
Chocolate ring.
You are listening to BBC Radio 1, where for the next hour, some of the biggest stars of the internet take control of your radio.
Ow, Charlie!
I am Charlie McDonald. My name's Jack Howard.
And I'm Dean Dobbs.
It's a Leo Pluro Dan, Charlie.
Hello, everyone!
Is this thing on?
This is the Internet Takeover. Disclosure and Lord with Magnets, and you are now listening to and hopefully watching Dan and Phil.
One BBC Radio 1.
You got interrupted by a few cheeky beeps there at the end there, Phil.
A few final beeps. Disclosure.
Just let the song end already.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. It is the first Monday of the month at 9 p.m, which means you are listening to Dan and Phil on Radio 1's Internet Takeover.
Festivity is now in full swing.
It has. December is here. The gates have opened.
Yeah, I've been saying the C word and feeling a bit of a tingle.
Christmas. Obviously.
Yeah.
Feeling the tingle of
Christmas.
festivity. Yeah.
I mean, we've got a full official Christmas special coming up in the future, but this is like the preamble.
We can be moderately Christmassy, but we're now fully allowed to do it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes, for the next hour on Radio 1, we will be playing you our favourite tunes that we've been listening to recently, as well as having a lot of irrelevant banter about whatever's on the top of our minds. In 15 minutes, we will be telling you all of the weirdest things that have happened around the world this week on internet news, and later, we will be continuing the eternal battle to see who gets to play a strange song on the radio in the 7-second challenge.
And as always, you can watch us online at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1, where you can see our fabulous Christmas jumpers.
We are wearing full-on Christmas jumpers. Do you want to describe yours for anybody in a car right now, Phil?
All right, I'm wearing a T-Rex in a Santa hat, and he's holding a present. But what is in that present is what I want to know.
Do you have a theory, Phil?
I think it's the leg of a goat from Jurassic Park.
Because nothing, surprises Jimmy on that little morning than a, little goat leg to nibble on.
Yeah.
But can he reach down to unwrap it?
That's the problem.
The true tragedy. Everybody pray for T-Rexes this Christmas.
Definitely. And Dan as well, what about yours?
I have got a reindeer on a bicycle flying over the moon. It's like an E.T. reference.
Do you think he ate E.T.? And now he's got the E.T. powers.
I think that's, E.T. powers, where it's got a little really long hoof that you can, glows in the night.
That's why there was no E.T. 2.
Because he got eaten by a reindeer.
Yeah.
Phil's all about the theories today.
Rudolph, not again.
But okay, I think we should go into a song quickly. This is from somebody who I've been sleeping on this entire year. I only just sleeping on.
Oh,
as in,
I see. I've got it.
You didn't sleeping on as if you've been not appreciating what they've been doing.
Yep.
This is Courtney Barnett, who is by far the most relatable person ever. And this has been, her album has been loads of, best of the year lists. So this is good music if you want to check it out. This is Nobody Really Cares If You Don't Go to the Party on BBC Radio 1. Nobody Really Cares If You Don't Go to the Party by Courtney Barnett.
So, as festiveness is in full swing, put the tree up, and I was getting the chocolate coins out, that you hang on the tree.
And I don't like putting chocolate on a tree. That's just
Why?
weird.
Well, I look forward to it.
Anyway, decisions aside, you were there.
So I thought, I'll have a cheeky one of those. Put it in my mouth. It tasted a bit metallic, a little bit chalky.
Did
and
you
I was
leave
like,
the foil on? Because
no,
that's okay. Just
I didn't leave the foil
That's
on.
the first thing you need to make sure you don't do, Phil.
But you know when you're like, something isn't right with this?
Yeah.
I looked down at the packaging and it had a best before date of 2008. So
Where did you even get that?
I don't know. It was just
My
at the bottom of the
God.
decorations. So I've got 2008
no,
chocolate in
not
my
like-
stomach.
So you looked into the bottom of like the miscellaneous Christmas decorations
Yeah.
box, which you like got from your parents' house, which is like those crusty baubles that have like been smashed
Good
in.
use of the word crusty.
And you picked up something edible.
And I put it in my mouth. Yeah.
I mean, you really shouldn't have got that far, Phil.
If I just collapse mid-show, you know why my insides are melting.
Something from 2008 has come back to get revenge on Phil.
Anyway, I thought you could help me feel a little bit better as I wanted to talk about festive fails.
We could have come up with something else, but that just sounds so great.
It
You've got
works,
to
you
love
know?
some alliteration, truly. So, what we want to talk to you guys about tonight is we are only, 1 week into December, but what has already gone horribly wrong for you just trying to follow the theme of the season? I have something which I actually think is worse than Phil's. I'll
Ooh.
tell you that.
Save
Mine
that.
is so much worse. I mean, you might die from yours, but mine was humiliating. But just think, what disasters have you already had? Decorating, shopping, gifting presents to people? Tweet them with hashtag festive fails, and we will read those out throughout the show.
Yeah, do you know what though? I would still eat that chocolate if I found another one. It was still pretty good. Not that bad. Anyway.
I mean, there's the 5-second rule, and then there's, the
7-year rule.
7-year rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we have a great live lounge, which is Wolf Alice playing Alt J's Matilda. Get to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 to watch this with us. And internet news is coming up next.
Get to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 now to watch the Dan and Phil show on Radio 1.
We already have a festive fail from Abby, who said, I left my advent calendar right by the fire and all my chocolate melted.
Rip advent calendar.
No.
That's like, you've only been doing this for one day, and literally your Christmas dreams have melted.
Yeah.
They've literally congealed into a black puddle. I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than that.
I think we can make the most out of this situation. Why not pour it all into a baking tray and then you've just got one giant chocolate?
Yeah.
That could
you
work.
You can be like, hey, forget you and your rules. I'm just going to eat it right now. Yeah.
We'll keep
do
those
that.
coming in with hashtag festive fails or text us on 81199. But now it's time to delve into the strangest things that have been happening in the world this week in internet news.
This is the Internet News.
Internet news.
This was super inevitable, but guess what? Somebody with a lot of free time on the internet has made a Hollywood mashup version of Adele's Hello.
Yes.
This is where all of the lyrics are recreated with clips from about 100 different movies featuring everybody from Ali G to Shaun of the Dead to Wayne's World, and it has nearly 2 million views in less than a week.
So everyone listening to this right now, try and guess what movies you're hearing.
Here's a clip.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I'm in.
California.
This is amazing!
I love the diversity.
When we were younger.
I'm free.
That was Big Bird, in case you're wondering.
I've forgotten.
How it felt before. The world fell in ours.
Anchorman to the Hobbit.
There's such a difference.
Between us.
That is amazing.
That must have taken so long to make.
Again, and that's the kind of thing where you look at it and you're like, huh, yeah, thanks internet. That probably took like a month for that person to do.
I think all songs
Wow.
should be that now.
How do you reckon Adele feels about just being a giant meme? Like, hey, she's been gone for like, however many years, just like pouring her heart into this album, and it's like, there you go, now you mash up.
She's rolling in the memes.
It's get out. Next one.
Internet news! Now, pretty much everyone loves unicorns, including me, but what do you think of bullycorns?
Say what, Phil?
Yes, a bull with a singular horn has been discovered in Brazil. The bull, called Diamond, would normally have 2 curved horns, but he only has 1 and is now subject to speculation as to whether there'll one day be a bullycorn emoji.
Because obviously, in this day and age, that is the first question that anybody will it be
Yeah.
an emoji? Society needs to be destroyed.
Let's have a
but
look at this, though.
I mean, it's kind of cute. I, for a moment, got really confused and thought, so is that like a newly discovered species? No, it's just a born
I'm so confused. Like, look at the farmer looking all cool with his bullock horn. Do you reckon he just glued that horn onto a cow in the hope of making a bit of money?
Maybe, but I think it's just a magical accident of nature.
Yeah.
Much like you, Phil.
I want one as a pet.
You came out, you're a weird shape, but your mum was like, whatever, it's fine, I'll roll with it.
Internet news!
And finally, being very nearly Christmas right now, it is the season for putting up your tree. However, make sure you do a good job or you might be part of the tag Worst Christmas Trees. People are uploading images onto the internet of the worst Christmas tree attempts that they have seen around the country. And let's just look at a few now. Phil, for anyone listening in the car, why don't you describe that tree we're looking at?
That's in a popular supermarket, and it looks like someone has made it with their eyes closed.
It looks like whoever was setting it up fell off the stepladder while holding the tinsel. That was quite a disaster. Okay,
Terrible.
Number 2, describe that, Phil.
It's like a stretched traffic cone that's been wrapped in cotton wool and people just stuck things that they found on the floor onto it.
It's like a bullock corn that's rolled in glitter and stuff. That's quite terrible.
Awful.
And then number 3, what do you think of that?
That's just a twig with a bauble on it.
To the people listening, it is literally a branch with a bauble on it. There is nothing artistic about that. That's just rubbish.
That is shameful. Santa is sad and judging you hard.
So obviously the moral of the story, as with everything in this day and age, is make sure you try or you'll be shamed publicly on the internet.
Yeah. And that was the internet news.
Back to Dan and Phil in the studio.
The Internet News.
Thanks, Dan and Phil.
Those guys and their news. Now, somebody whose song I played in the last show, who I said whose album I'm looking forward to a lot, has dropped the album. And it's smashed. No. Stop. I'm talking about Grimes, who's released the album Art Angels, and it's amazing. It is so good. It's one of my favourite albums this entire year. I might even say it's top 5 material.
Wow.
Anyone that's like, oh, I preferred her old sound was no. Stop being a hipster. Slap.
Don't
There you go.
slap
Stop
the
doing
listeners.
This is good music, okay? And I've chosen a particularly beautiful one from the album. This is Grimes with Life in the Vivid Dream on Radio 1. We will be talking about that very shortly, but now let's go to some tweets from you guys.
We've had some festive fails. They've been great. Baubley Phil said, I tried on a fedora a few months before as a joke, and my grandma ended up getting me as a present for Christmas.
No! Oh my gosh, that's like Christmas.
Ooh,
tip,
she'll
tip.
like that hat. Yes, definitely. Ellen said, I got a fairy for the tree only to get home and realise it just has one giant eye. It's
That's
a
very
Cyclops
disturbing.
fairy.
There's nothing wrong with that. Treat it especially like the bullicorn. That's
Yeah,
the lesson that
definitely.
the Christmas bullicorn is trying to teach us. We got some tweets from people using hashtag festive fails. One here from Darla said that she was practicing her GCSE dance solo and kicked over the tree and it hit her dog.
Oh no.
Be careful, revising for
That's like
GCSEs, guys.
A domino disaster, isn't
And
it?
then this one, it's quite shocking. So just prepare yourself, guys.
All right.
This one is from Karate Girl 91, who says, I have never owned a Christmas jumper. What?
What? Never owned a Christmas jumper. You could just hang a bauble from a regular jumper and I'd have slightly more respect.
That's just, you're not embracing.
There's still time.
There's still time. I'm just saying we're disappointed.
You can make your own if you want to.
I did say, though, that I had a story that I
Yeah?
thought was worse than yours.
What was yours?
The other day, it was like the 2nd or something, so we were right on there with the mince pies, because once that December gate is open...
On the cusp of
you
the
need
mince
to
pies.
just consume all the themed pastry that you can while there's still time.
Yeah.
Phil took the liberty of just putting all 6 of them by his lap on the sofa
Yeah.
and just left them there for like easy munching or whatever, but didn't tell me that he left them on the sofa. So then when I came into the room, I just sat down next to the cushion, not seeing anything, and then there was a crunkle, and then I stood up and I realised that I had completely crushed 5 mince pies into my butt.
It was so funny.
And we had friends round at the time. We were watching Star Wars. There were like 4 people in the room.
They stayed stuck onto
And
Dan's butt, though.
it took a few seconds for people to realise what happened, and for those few seconds, there was a lot of confusion. That looked bad from behind.
Everyone had to watch the slow peeling off of each mince pie as well.
It was the moment of realisation where I put my hand. When you touch your back pocket and you feel something sticky, it's just.
It's not a good feeling.
It's not a good situation.
You still ate a little bit, though,
That
didn't
was
you?
completely your fault.
It was my fault.
Yeah, I ate what was in the tin, not was attached to my backside. But that is, you might die from the 2008 chocolate, but mine was much more humiliating.
That was quite mortifying.
So please continue to keep healing us feel better with hashtag festive fails, and we will read out your tweets. Top that though.
Yes,
Seriously.
we will. Now we're going to come back to my teenage mix CD, which is where I've been playing tracks from a CD that I found when I was clearing out my room. We've had songs from Old Muse, Placebo, and Blink 182.
Some proper tunes, actually.
But now let's have a look at what is next. Oh! It's really old Maroon 5.
Oh wow, you got to love some fetus Adam Levine. Yeah.
I'm going to go as far as say it's the best Maroon 5.
And wasn't this like their first single as well?
Yeah.
Wow, Phil, you're coming out there and you're saying it.
Thanks,
the rest
Phil of
of
the
their
past.
career, irrelevant. But this is the good one. Here is This Love on Radio 1. This Love, Maroon 5, their best song, according to Phil, who put it out there.
I've allowed opinions.
And you did it, Phil.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
I think that you're not giving Maroon 5 credit. They make a lot of good pop songs, Phil.
They do. I mean, they're all good, but that's just like my personal favourite.
Okay.
Though it makes me feel quite summery, so now I'm in a weird situation in a Christmas jumper.
Do you want to know a cool fact?
Yeah?
I think I've probably said this before. That was the first single I ever bought with my own money.
Wow.
I walked into Woolworths and I bought Maroon 5 This Love on CD.
Woolworths.
It was like £3.50 or something. Worth it, I'd say.
Mine-
I've got more than £3.50
Yeah.
out of that song
Mine
over
was
like, decades. since they came out.
Babylon Zoo Spaceman, which I
Okay,
think
you
says a
win.
lot about me, doesn't it?
That's kind of you in one little anecdote there. Okay.
Paige said, I accidentally pushed over a 6-foot Santa statue my nan bought and it broke. I feel so bad. That's got to be expensive, a 6-foot tall Santa.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's like, am I being home invaded right now? Why would anybody want that?
You can glue him back together. That's a
I'm
fun
thinking about John
Christmas
Lewis
jigsaw.
adverts now.
Mama Filgan said, I have a parrot, and when he flies off his perch, he tries to eat all the Christmas lights.
That's...
I mean, I guess if you're a parrot, they do look like fireflies.
I mean,
or something.
yeah, how is that obviously not saying eat me? And yet, could you imagine trying to control a parrot who's clearly trying to electrocute himself with a lot of energy?
Basically said, I tried to get the Christmas tree down the stairs and I dropped it down 3 flights of stairs and no one knows. Oh, you got away with it.
I'm just quite happy that didn't end in and no one died, which is kind of what I'm thinking. A Christmas tree falling down the stairs at full speed. That's quite an object.
Yeah, quite a lot of people have had Christmas trees fall on them, actually, I've learned from all the texts.
They're quite squishy objects, aren't they? It's a good thing that we don't have like the ceramic concrete or, cylinder of Christmas.
Definitely.
That doesn't fall on you. That would be a lot worse. You're very clumsy. I'm just putting that out there, people.
Beth said, my grandma once dropped the turkey on her dog. I mean, I bet the dog loved that.
And that was the best Christmas ever for that particular dog. Okay, now speaking of albums of the year, which I said, I was quite bold.
You were.
I already put Grimes in my top 5 and I've committed to that now. Undoubtedly, the GOAT of the entire year. I knew you were going to do that.
What does
For
GOAT
God's sake.
mean for people that don't know?
What do you think it means? Go on.
I mean, I know that it means greatest of all time.
Okay, there you go, Phil. You know it. That's good.
Yeah.
Who is obviously Kendrick Lamar. I mean, like Kanye is like on a horizontal tangent, but right now,
What are you talking about?
Anyway, him and J. Cole, good little buddies, they released some surprise songs the other day on Black Friday where they covered each other's songs, and it was quite fun. J. Cole covered All Right, and then Kendrick covered The Tale of Two Cities, and improved on the J. Cole version. No offense, but you probably can't even compare them. It's probably going to rustle some jimmies. I was just sat with my mouth open for like 5 minutes. Here is the amazing Kendrick Lamar with Black Friday on Radio 1.
Meh.
Phil, no. take a moment to attach your jaw back to your face. So I was sat listening to that in the lounge, played both of them back to back, and Phil said, I preferred the first one, which was the Kendrick one. I was like, yes, Phil. Yes, Phil. You got the right opinion. Well done there.
Oh,
This
finally.
is BBC Radio 1.
So we're in full swing in the Christmas.
It is the Christmas
season. Like I said, Americans have all been thankful.
They got that out of the way.
And we've had our time thinking about sad John Lewis adverts.
Reflecting on all the times.
Yeah. So it is the perfect time to do something good to the world.
It is.
Yeah, as you may have heard, something big has kicked off this December on Radio 1 called hashtag 1 million hours.
Yes, the idea behind it is there are a lot of important causes and charities out there that we all know, and some want awareness, some want, donations, but something that this is all about is your time, because you may not think it, but by volunteering some of your time, you can have a real profound effect on some charities or just some people's lives out there.
Yes.
So what Radio 1 is trying to get everyone together to do is to pledge 1 million hours of volunteering through to the end of next year, and it's kicking off now, like, as you said, when all of our warm, fuzzy feelings are in full swing. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. If you go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 right now, then you will see that they have partnered with 4 charities officially: Cancer Research UK, Bernardo's, Oxfam, and Age UK. And it is so easy, honestly. Just go there. It'll tell you what you can do, how you can help, what you might be best for, and where you can officially pledge to donate some of your time. And then you get to proudly proclaim to the world and all your accounts that you are donating as part of the hashtag 1 million hours. So what we'd like to see from some of you guys today, are you having a look going onto the website, seeing what you can donate, and hopefully seeing some of your pledges with the hashtag?
Yeah, because there must be some hours in your day where you're like, I've just sat doing nothing. I'm on the internet for a full hour. You could go work in a charity shop or something like that and give just an hour of your time.
Even if you don't do it officially through the website, you can just think about something that you can do to volunteer some of your time to help another person and join in with the spirit of the occasion.
I've been having a little sniff through the hashtag, and I've seen that Laura Deacon has pledged 16 hours to Oxfam.
That is amazing.
Which is incredible. And Rebecca May has been helping out some school charity Fate with face painting.
Oh, see, that's exactly what we're talking about. That is literally going to paint some smiles on some people's faces doing that.
I'd quite like her to paint my face, but I don't think that's charity, is it?
No, that's just a request.
That's just a request.
You can ask that.
Okay.
Maybe you can do face painting, Phil. I'm sure lots of people would like you to draw on their face.
So if you're serious about giving up a couple of hours of your time, make sure to tweet with hashtag 1 million hours, and we'll be looking out for your tweets and pledges during the show.
Yep, go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. All the info is there. It's really easy, and it'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, which is, that and the Christmas jumper that person that tweeted in. That's what the season is all about.
Such tingly feelings.
Make sure you join in with that.
Anyway, someone else that gives me tingly feelings is 5 Sauce, and it's time to relive their Teen Awards show right now. 5 Sauce! Hey, everybody in the live lounge. Right, Dan, are you ready?
I am so ready, Phil. You have no idea.
It's time for the final live 7-second challenge of 2015. So no pressure. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
The 7-second challenge.
Nice slow-mo moving there.
Thank you.
It's very Matrix. In case anyone's confused, do you want to explain to any listeners what they're about to experience?
If you're new to this game, I would suggest getting to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 first of all to watch us do this.
To watch the car crash.
Yeah. You have to do whatever the other person says in 7 seconds.
That is basically it. Yeah. It's a very simple concept.
And then the winner will get to play the festive song of their choice.
That's right. This is festive edition. So not only are the challenges going to be vaguely festively themed. Did you manage to...
I've managed to come up with some.
They are going to be vaguely festive themed, but we are playing for some of our favourite Christmas songs as well.
All right. Let's do it. Who's going first?
I did try looking for some kind of Shrek-related Christmas song, by the way. I'm just going to say that, but no, that doesn't exist. Nothing radio playing. So I think you should go first.
Okay.
I just said that because you... Why did you ask?
I don't know.
Why would you ever ask? Okay, are you ready for your first one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Phil.
Here we go.
Your first challenge is to list 3 Christmassy things, beginning with the letter S.
Santa.
Yep.
Sleigh. Snowman. Snowflake.
Okay.
Snow.
Okay. Right. Well.
That was 5.
Snowman, and snow. It's the same thing,
But
surely.
still.
But whatever. That's fine. You get a ding.
Yeah.
What? I just wanted to ease you in there. That's
I can't believe I got 5. I was on fire.
Okay.
Dan.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Make up a rap.
What?
About wrapping presents.
No. Wrapping presents. I'm really bad at it. If it was a vest, then it wouldn't be something a knit. Ooh, bad gifts.
Do you know Kendrick Lamar is jealous of you right now?
The flow was questionable, but the rhyme got in.
You got the rhyme.
The rhyme got in.
You made the studio laugh as well.
Give me a ding.
Producer Simon
Press
had a laugh.
press that.
Okay, you get the ding.
Thank you, Phil. Okay. Right.
Round 2.
You're going to solve a problem with this one, Phil, so everyone's looking forward to this.
Oh, no.
Explain how Santa can possibly deliver presents to everybody on Earth in 24 hours. Go!
Santa is actually a Time Lord.
Wait. Yep.
I've got more time.
Santa's actually a Time Lord.
And he goes into his Christmassy TARDIS and he delivers all of the presents in a time continuum.
Santa is a Time Lord.
That's the basic concept.
There is no sleigh, there's actually just a Christmassy TARDIS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm convinced.
I feel like you got in some good corporate product placement
I think
there.
I did. BBC's happy
They
now.
call that share driving. That's good, eh? We'll get like a thanks tweet from BBC One later.
Give me a ding. Come on.
Okay, yeah, fine. You get a ding. That's good. Damn, am I going too easy on you? Okay, I'm ready.
Dan.
Yep.
Say 3 festive emojis that don't exist but should exist.
Me trying to wrap paper and failing. Everybody knocking over their Christmas trees and tying. And a dog covered in turkey. Yes. Because of the dropping.
Yeah, because that happens a lot across the UK, apparently.
And animals just furiously digesting the dropped food.
All right, okay.
Are you giving me a ding for that?
Here's your ding.
Come on. Yes. Okay, this is going well.
Dan.
Right. How well do you know your songs, Phil? The festive songs. You know them pretty good. You've
Yeah.
been listening to them on loop. So this is a bit of a lyric test for you
no.
here.
Okay.
Okay. What did the true love give the person in the song on the first 5 days of Christmas? Go.
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yes!
No!
Yes!
Oh my God! I could have.
Do not test me on Christmas songs, Howell. I know my Christmas songs.
I thought that was the. Go on then. Oh, whatever.
There's the
wow.
ding.
I have nothing. I'm okay. Wow.
All right, look out for this one, Dan.
I'm scared now. Okay. Yep. Sure.
Spell December backwards.
R-E-B-E-M-C-E-D? No.
You got your M mixed up. You said dismember, I think you spelled.
dismember.
That's a completely different thing.
That is not the festive season.
Oh, Dan.
my God. Okay, whatever.
You giant
Phil.
failure.
I guess that means you are the winner of the festive 7-second challenge. Well done. Okay, you get to play your Christmassy song. What's your favourite one?
All right. Well, my Christmassy song is one that I've been playing on a loop ever since the 1st of December.
He literally played it for 3 hours on the 1st of December. It was really traumatising.
It's the classic. It's Mariah Carey with All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Well done, Phil. You got the song of your choice.
Oh, yeah.
How'd you feel?
I feel like Mariah did on that snowy day.
How did... And what was that?
Filled with glee.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Dan and Phil, they escaped from the internet and climbed into your ears.
So I just want to say something. Firstly, the song I was going to play was Destiny's Child, so everybody just missed out there. But that wasn't my first choice. I did say I was going to look for something Shrek-related and couldn't find that. And then I was like, what else can I do? And then I remembered that there was a Pokemon Christmas album.
That's a stretch.
Do you remember that was a thing?
Yeah, I remember it was a thing.
And this was an entire album of covers and original songs, not only remixed into Pokemon themes, but performed by the actual voice actors. And here's just a little clip of the worst song ever made that we just couldn't play because it was so atrocious. This is Giving Santa a Pikachu This Christmas.
What is it, Professor?
Oh, no.
I am giving Santa a Pikachu this Christmas.
Oh.
Wow. Just like the one you gave to me?
That's right. I'll hide it in my stocking, and you'll find it rather shocking.
Oh my God!
What am I listening to?
Santa's quite a novelty.
Stop.
Don't
Okay,
give
that was
Santa an electric mouse.
That was absolutely true. Wasn't that the worst thing ever? So I'm just saying you all got saved by that being completely unplayable on the radio.
That would have been a festive fail, which conveniently I've got some here.
Nice.
Anna said, I was once in a Christmas parade and I accidentally hit one of the reindeers off the float. I hope it wasn't a live reindeer.
Again, so many questions.
That sounds like a tragedy of epic
and
proportions.
one more for now. No.
Congratulester said, I've never had a mince pie.
Okay, I'm shocked. We need to just move on, or otherwise I'm just.
I went through that though because I thought they had actual beef in them for ages until
You
my
must,
mum told
you
me
must
otherwise.
have been so confused.
I was.
At so many points in your life.
Beef and a cup of tea.
So the next tune we're banging out here is from Dan's MySpace mixtape, which is just a flashback to all the angsty songs from my emo phase. And this one is a proper gem, okay? This one was iconic back in the day. So just, get out your poetry books, channel all of the romances that failed in your life. This is Taking Back Sunday with Make Damn Sure.
and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
Wow, I just want to write poetry, draw eyeliner on my face, and get chucked into a bin at high school now.
That's what I'm going to do tonight. Final festive fails. Alexandra said, and my dad's friend's work Christmas party, a llama almost spit on me. Why was there a llama at the Christmas
No questions asked. Okay, that sounds like quite a fail.
And we also have one from Iona who said, I went to my friend's house for Christmas and I fell off my chair and dragged the whole dinner with me off the table.
Okay, that's quite spectacular. I feel better. I feel like they have done that. So thank you to everybody for sending in your festive fails. That is us for this year, actually. So look forward to the Internet Takeover Christmas special coming soon. And to end, before Hugh, we have Bjork with Stone Milker, which was a wonderful song that I played while setting up the Christmas tree. So just enjoy that, and we will see you on the other side. Goodbye.
You've been listening to Dan and Phil on Radio 1. Up next is Hugh Stevens, but now let's go to the latest headlines from Newsbeat with Declan Harvey.